Hey, are you guys always running into outs in the show 21? Well, in this video, we're going to cover how to steal, how to slide, and how to make better base running decisions so that you guys are always safe. I'll see you guys in a second. What's going on, YouTube? Swingman here, giving you guys another video. And today's video, we're going to dive into a piece that I don't think I ever dove in before, actually. I don't think I've never done base running before, but base running is huge, especially in DD. So many times where, you know, base running can be the key to your losses or your wins. Okay, but before we get into that, I highly recommend you guys subscribe, hit those bell notifications buttons so that you guys are notified for my future videos uploaded on this channel. But with that being said, let's start off with the secret number one, and we're going to get into base stealing. Let's get into this. Alright, so one of the key aspects of really base running in this game is timing. I like to say timing. The reason why I say timing is because timing is key. You know, if you don't have the pitcher's timing on the mound, there's no way you're going to base. There's no way you're going to steal a base, hands down. You can have Ricky Henderson, you can have Lou Brock. Yeah, are they going to, maybe if you don't time it and maybe they'll make it? Yeah, of course. So you can have a little slight margin of error when it comes to those guys. Now, when you have guys maybe below 95 speed, can't really do that. Okay, so here's a key aspect on timing of what I do. Now, I get this is a computer, so it's not really like a live, kind of person. But what I recommend is when it comes to timing, especially with righties, you want to be sure to always try to keep your runner moving. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, so if you can have the ability to slide step or take one shuffle step and then go to steal, more likely than not, you're going to make it because your player is in momentum going to second base. Now we're going to try it here. I don't have the best stealer. I have Edmund here. But what I do, sometimes what I'll do is right when he comes set like this, I'll try to slide step and then go. And usually not, because I know it's a computer, so it doesn't work the same. But usually, when I slide step and go, it usually works. He's usually there. So what I do, and I have my hand cam here to show you, is I do that and then there. So L1 and then L2. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, now when it comes to hook slides, we'll get in that in a little bit, but what I do is just L1, L2, and now he picked me off there, but I just do L1, L2, and then, he's going to pick me off because it's a computer, but I usually do L1, L2 so that my player can have momentum like that. You see Edmund kind of having that shuffle step, okay? You want to make sure that he has that shuffle step and then goes to have that momentum like that. Okay, now I didn't steal, I didn't have time to, but that works. That's totally fine. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to kind of have momentum where you just, you want to go towards second base. And that goes to third base too. Third base is the same thing. You want to have that momentum. I've noticed a lot, guys, when I do this momentum thing, that it works tremendously. Okay, because I want, the reason why is I have a better percentage of, stealing bases when I do this than, just staying, just having Edmund like how he is right there, just standing. And I'll show you right now, more likely than not, if he's just there, he has the worst jump ever and gets thrown out every time. Okay, so remember, timing is key with both lefties and righties. It goes with lefty too. Lefty, if there's lefty on the mound, you want to time him. Okay, more likely than not, most of your opponents are going to be in a groove, I would say. Okay, they're going to be in a groove and they'll want to just go. They'll worry about the batter rather than your runner. I know, because I happen to be one of them. So I sometimes focus more on the hitter than the base runner. I want to get the out. Okay, so really timing is key in regards to base stealing in the show. Okay, so now after getting through base stealing, let's get into also the key aspects of hook sliding. Alright guys, so when it comes to hook sliding, and it's one of the cool features that SDS, I believe they brought it into play probably 3 years ago, but the beneficial factor of hook sliding, and it's something that I love to do in this game, is the fact of being able to have a chance to be safe, especially with close plays. So When it comes to hook sliding, and this is how you do it, and it's pretty simple. Okay, with the right analog, you're either going to go out or in. Okay, so here's a little quick tip though. Okay, when it comes to hook sliding, and this is something that I fell short of, because I always thought sometimes when I rounded second and I had my guy go to third, I would go right and thinking that the guy would be sliding to his left. To his left, coming towards me because I'm watching the monitor. It's not exactly how it works. So if your analog's here and you go right, the player is going to slide to his right. Okay? If you go left, the player's going to slide to his left. Okay? So just want you to let know that it's going to be in the perception of the base runner, not you. Okay? So that is huge. I've had many mistakes where that has happened to me before, but I don't want you guys to fall short on that as well. So I highly recommend you guys remember that this right here, pretend like this is your eye. Okay, this is in the base runner's eye, and when you want to slide right, you go right. You want to go left, you go left. Okay, so that's something that I highly recommend you guys remember, because I've made a lot of faults in this game and just in the past by not realizing that it's in the perception of the base runner. But I highly recommend you guys keep practicing this, because I'm not saying this is a guaranteed you being safe. It only works with close plays. So if you're really late to the bag and then you try to hook slide, I'm going to be honest with you, you're not going to be able to being safe. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Okay, this isn't like real life where you can be able to swim move over the fielder's glove. But the beneficial side of hook sliding is that you can slide away from the fielder's glove, giving you a better chance of being safe. Okay, so that's something I highly recommend you guys doing for base running. And this goes for both. You can do this against a righty pitcher or a lefty pitcher. When it comes to base running, it doesn't matter. And even when there's a ball in play, you can always try to hook slide. Even at home plate, you can do it. Okay, especially at home plate, because I've done it many times and I have gotten runs because of it. So it's huge. Okay, all right. So after dealing with the hook slides, let's tap into more of the baseball decisions on the perfect settings, perfect camera angle, so that you guys make the best decisions on the base path, so that you guys don't run into any outs. Okay. All right, final piece to this base running gig, and this is something that I highly recommend you guys do or check out, especially when it comes to your settings. So when you go to your settings, or your basic gameplay settings, and you go to batting and base running, you want to go to advanced, and by doing that is pressing R2. Okay, when you go to the advanced piece, you got base running decisions and interface. Okay, when it comes to decisions, you need to put it at assist. Okay, you need to be the one controlling the base runner, not the computer. Okay, you. Who? Mistakes? Yes, you. Okay, we don't want to put, we don't want to make our decisions be given to a basic computer. Okay, you don't want a computer controlling your base runners. Trust me, man. They will not go or be aggressive. Just letting you know, man. Okay, all right. So put it on assist. Okay, so that you guys are the one controlling your base runners. Okay, so when it comes to interface, I go default, and the reason why I go to default is that when you go to default, okay, you're gonna notice that when we go into our game, that your base runner, once a ball is in play, let me see if I can put this ball in play. That when you have your base runner, come on, let's go, man. That when you have a base runner on base, and once you put the ball in play, you're going to notice that the base runner will have a button interface on the base path screen. It's going to be like X, circle, triangle, whatever. Okay. I highly recommend you do that, because it's a lot easier to send the guy to the next base rather than pressing L1. Okay, so like here, see how I can just make my guy go back to first. Okay, so it gives you the whole base paths interface. Okay, in regards to which base to send him. Okay, right here. So like if I wanted to, I could send Ricky Henderson to third by just pressing square. Okay, now I'm out, and I'm just showing you guys. Don't do this in games, okay? but I'm just showing you guys how to control your base runners easier. Okay, all right. There's many instances where, you know, like this perfect example here. I'm sending my guy to third, and I'm sending Gwen to 2. Okay, I did that by I basically used my left analog to go to point towards Ricky Henderson, and my other one, and then I pointed towards Tony Gwynn, and I send him to the bases that I want him to. Okay, pretty simple, pretty simple. Okay, so all you want to do like this is probably a home run, but I wanted to like send, you know, Ricky to third and then Tony Gwynn to second. Okay, by simply just pointing at the player you want to control. Okay, pretty simple. So pretty simple, right? Okay, so if I do this again, let's say if I get another hit, okay? Okay, no. All right. So pretty simple. Just you got to make sure you control your player. I highly recommend you do this one over the L1 piece, because when you do the L1 piece, there's many tendencies in the online gameplay where your guy will just go. He won't stop. He'll go. Like you won't even send him and he'll go, and then you're sitting there like, hey, I didn't send you. Okay, you don't want to have that problem, man. Trust me. So you want to do it where you control the base runners like this. So I pointed with my left analog to kind of change my batters or my base runners to basically send them where I want them to send them. Okay, so I highly recommend you guys do that in regard to base running. Okay, all right. Now when it comes to the camera angle, okay. What I love about this camera angle, and I highly recommend the in-play offense you use, is high. And the reason why you want to use high is because you want to be able to see where the ball lands. And it gives you a better perception and a better view on what's going to happen on the field. Okay? There's many times where, like, if I go on broadcast, that there's some, like, hit balls that look close that he might catch and he might not. So sometimes I make the wrong base running mistake where I'll send the guy and then all of a sudden he catches it and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go back. Okay. The benefit of using the high in-play offense view is that it will give you a better, you know, guess on either the player will make the play or not. Okay. All right. So that if we have a better guess, if we have more of a better chance of understanding of knowing when, you know, if the fielder is going to make the play or not, then we can actually go, rather than, you know, we're not sure and then we go and then all of a sudden, oop, I make a catch and then boom, we get doubled up. All right, so that's something I always recommend. Now, when it comes to settings and gameplay, what I always recommend too is that you can always come and practice. All you got to do is go to practice type, team practice, and you can basically, let me remove myself really quick. You can basically put yourself on base and give yourself situations. You can have even one, you know, maybe one strike, 2 balls, 3 balls, 1 count. You can basically control the count and the outs. Okay, so if you maybe want to work on sacrifice fly, or maybe, you know, your 3-2 is the count in bases loaded situation. What you're going to do? What's going to happen? This is something that I highly recommend you guys get into, because this is something that you guys can practice on to make yourselves better base runners in the game. Okay, so this is a mode that I thought SDS did fantastic on in regards to giving you a better chance of becoming better base runners. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's our 3 tips of base running that I would give to you guys, that from a top 50 player myself, to help you guys in regards to base stealing, learning how to hook slide, and making better base running decisions by the settings that I use to help myself in base running in the game. Okay, well, that's it for this video. We learned the basics of base running and why base running is important in the Show 21 and in DD, mostly Diamond Dynasty. Now, you can use these tips in Road to the Show, even though Road to the Show, it's a different kind of, the controls are different, but you can also use it in other modes as well. But in regards to just the premise of it, DD, this is more utilized in DD, in Diamond Dynasty. Okay, but we really learned how to hook slide, how to steal, and how to make better base running decisions based off of the settings that we use and how we practice. Okay, so So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like. Also comment in the comment section below on what you guys think and what you guys think I should tap more into in regards to better, maybe better tutorials, maybe for not just base running, but maybe hitting, maybe fielding, and so forth. So I highly recommend you guys do that. But also hit that subscribe button and bell notification button so that you guys are notified for my future uploads on this channel. I also recommend you guys also follow my Twitch channel. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 6:30 in the morning Mountain Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. Highly recommend you guys go in there. If you guys have any questions, go in that stream and ask me up. Always willing to help the community the best way I can. Okay. But with that being said, I wish you guys nothing but perfects from the hitting wise, good pinpoint pitching, and better base running decisions, and being more careful on the base pass so that you guys can get more runs. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a good one.